Good things come to those who don't wait around. That's what they say anyway. Knowing my luck, the opposite is probably true for me.
I see. Thank you so much. The adventure...
No worries at all. We've always valued the strength of adventurers. Given the current situation, it's vital that we all work together. Since we're facing the same enemies, I'll send you the intel we've collected on the Abyss so far. Then we can take a look at how to coordinate our efforts.
All right. Thank you so much.
Hi, Catherine. It's us. Got any new commissions?
Ah, you two have come just in time. I've got some good news. The Pyro Archon has finished assembling her force. Given how the Abyss has ramped up its activities lately, we can no longer afford to act only after receiving news of an invasion. So the Pyro Archon suggested that the Scions of the Canopy and the Adventurers Guild focus on collecting and disseminating intel. That way, we can stay in once we receive word of enemy activity. Yes, precise. So please also take a chance to relax, you two.
So that's the plan. Whew, we can finally stop and take a break. Keeping that land safe and sound is our...
The movements of the Abyss are always unpredictable. Once the disaster is over...
Oh, right. Most people have no idea just how bad the situation has gotten in the Night Kingdom. Oh, hey, Kachina! Are you feeling better now? Wow! So we'll finally get to meet Shilonen, the legendary forger of ancient names! Hey, have some confidence in yourself, Kachina. After all, you're...
Adventure time! Scatter! Off we go!
Ah, yes, so I've heard. So young, and yet you've already got quite the reputation. Wait, are you Outlanders?
Yep, we're travelers who just arrived in Natland not too long ago.
No, I mean, I was aware that you're travelers. It's just no one told me that you're Outlanders. No, the only thing she said is that a new hero had pledged himself to the plan. But we'd need to forge an ancient name to ensure he'd be able to return safe and sound. And she did mention that it would be quite difficult to forge an ancient name for them, but at the time, I thought she was just commenting on my skill. But I seem to understand where the true difficulty lies now. Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm used to it, really. I just need a moment to process things. The Pyro Archon's requests are always difficult to fulfill, and anyway, I can't argue with her if she isn't here, and it'd be pointless to take my but just because I understand her rationale doesn't make me any less upset. After all, she must have known that forging an ancient name...
It's,
As you probably know, an ancient name is a symbol of a hero. We forge ancient names by engraving the heroic deeds of an individual who will become the first hero of that particular name. But they were all performed out.
Yeah, that's right.
Then those deeds haven't been recorded by the Night Kingdom. To take it one step further, even if you had performed heroic deeds in that land, as only memories and experiences that have been acknowledged by the Wyab can be used as a basis. Even the greatest of craftsmen cannot create something out of thin air, you know.
Seems the Wyab don't want just it.
Mawika, of all people, should know better than anyone, yet she's still in...
Oh, Paimon gets it. Nobody's happy being asked to do the impossible.
Ugh, don't remind me. Let's just, focus on how we can pull this off.
You mean...
Well, what else can I do? If she gave me this order, then she believes the ancient name is an indispensable part of her plan. In other words, the order is an affirmation of...
Oh, not only has she accepted the task, but now she's looking for silver linings?
The key is getting the Wyab to somehow acknowledge the traveler's existence and
We heard the voice of a Wyab when we were in the Night Kingdom before. If we can talk to her again, maybe we can figure...
Well, every tribe has their own Wyab. How do we know if... Plus, considering the unprecedented nature of this situation, I have a feeling that the acknowledgement of one way up, I don't know, that requires a level. We need to find a consultant who's an expert on all things.
Oh, we've heard that name before. We used her spirit speaker stone to find Kachina's aim. A person who can make something like that must be pretty impressive.
Still, she's older now and quite eccentric. I've heard that to get her help, you have to be extremely patient.
I hate to break it to you, but...
Huh. Why is that? I mean, didn't she already help you before? And...
Well, yeah. At the cost of her spirit speaker stone being split into...
Great going, Moeka. We're already off. In that case, I guess I'll also write you a letter on your behalf. If you can find someone to deliver it and...
Paimon sure hopes a Hal won't
All right, Kanich is a seasoned negotiator. Please just give me a moment to...
Sounds good. We'll take a stroll in the meantime.
Yeah! Skyward! Scatter!
I'm sorry to put this on you, Kanich. It's just that you're probably the only person who knows how to deal with her. Oh, wait, so Kachina...
Right. She mentioned there are 6 heroes and that Shilonen is one of 4 that have already...
Oh, well, then I suppose there's no need to...
Seat Lolly knows him too?
Given how the Masters of the Nightwind love to babble about dreams and revelations, I've never met Auroran, but if they consider him the odd...
Huh. Makes sense. But Paimon wonders how Seat Lolly...
Huh, so if I'm following...
Yeah. Plus, we kinda owe her one.
This is a pretty well thought... Then, Okay, then let's part ways for now. I'll see you in a couple of...
Oh, it's time to meet up with Shilonen. Let's ask her how things have been going.
Yeah! Got her!
Hey, Shilonen, how's everything going?
Oh, hi, Traveler and Paimon. I have bad news. Lolly did not reply to our request. Well,
Huh? You mean she didn't even...
yeah, well, she can be also... But let's go to the stadium and see if we can meet her there.
That's true.
Skyward! Got her!
Paimon doesn't see anybody.
Well, we tried to be as considerate as we could, but she's under no obligation to help.
That might be true, but this is still a request from the Pyro Archon, right? Shouldn't the subject always answer the call of their Archon?
A subject? Well, if you ask me, I'd say we're all more like friends with the Archon. Yes, Mawika is our leader, but that doesn't mean there's any kind of tall barrier between us and her. The only thing is that she often has very high expectations of us.
Huh. So even though she's super powerful, it sounds like she's actually pretty down to earth and easy to get along with. Unlike that old hag Granny Eachtley, right? Does she think she can ignore us just because she's famous? You all talk about her like she's some kind of huge deal, but she didn't even bother to reply to our letter. Seriously, if she didn't want to come, she could at least let us know. If that's what aging does to you, Paimon never wants to get old.
Oh, really? So, that's how you see me?
Huh? Who's there? Who's talking next to Paimon?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just a disgruntled old hag, right? Come on, relax. I'm sure my bark's worse than my bite.
Huh? Lolly.
Wait, you're Seat Lolly? You're Granny Eachtley?
Yes, Granny Eastley. But emphasis on Eastley, not Granny. You must know this trope from light novels, surely. They use it all the time. The young man who's actually the oldest person in the room. The girl next door who turns out to be a seasoned veteran. The wise sage who looks like a little kid. Oh, wipe that look off your face! You've seriously never seen an older lady that doesn't look her age? Okay, well, don't go thinking it's a trick either. See? I'm barely wearing any makeup.
Did I forget to mention, she's called Granny, but, she's actually pretty young. It was an honest mistake. I guess we've just gotten used to it.
I'm sorry. So, how old are you actually?
What? How dare you? Don't you know it's rude to ask a lady her age?
Paimon really didn't mean to offend you, it's just that... your case seems really unique. Oh, Paimon just wanted to apologize, but now she's putting more and more of her foot in her mouth.
It was my idea to invite you here, Seat Lolly. So if you're upset, you can just take it out on me.
All right. I was only joking. I didn't mean to chastise anyone. There's really no need to take all this so seriously. If anything, I'm gonna feel awkward if we keep this going. I received Kenichi's letter and was planning to attend this meeting. Since I had already decided to come, I figured there was no need to draft a reply that simply said, "Understood." Besides, just showing up is the most important part. But, of course, it's also natural for people to get held up by one thing or another as they're trying to leave the house. It certainly was a bit awkward to see that everyone else had arrived before me. At first, I was thinking of quietly sneaking over, but since you were already here waiting for me, I started to think about how I should phrase my apology. Only to hear you all talking smack about me. Anyway, that's the whole story. Honestly, it's not like I owed you an explanation.
What's with that expression? Was she feeling embarrassed just now?
When the Masters of the Night Winds say they struggle dealing with her, I wonder if the feeling is mutual. She seems to be pretty awkward herself. Everything she does and says seems a little forced.
Anyway, Shilonen, I heard that you require my help in crafting an ancient name.
Correct. The situation isn't like anything we've handled before.
I see. So Mawika has asked you to forge an ancient name for an Outlander. Well, that would be a first. And you've also heard all about Auroron. I must say, he's always been a good kid. I can't...
Yeah, that's what we came here to ask you. We'll help bring Auroron back if you help us solve the problems of forging the ancient name. What do you think?
I suppose I'll just call you Traveler for now. Traveler, come here. Let me take a good look at you. Wealth leads to unending conflicts between people. Yet you alone transcend the value of gold. Baleful thunder and wrathful waves bring terror to mortal hearts. Yet again and again, you've braved them to find new worlds. A weary yet free soul, even the most verdant leaf in the forest, will pray for your happiness and safe passage. Those are all the things that I could see in you. You've experienced far more than even most mortals could dream of. You possess the heart of a sincere hero, along with the conviction to lift a torch above your head and walk headlong into the night. Huh? Don't move. There's something here.
Huh? What thing? Don't scare Paimon. Is the Traveler gonna be okay?
Shoo! That should do it. You've just returned from the Night Kingdom, so some fragments of souls were still stuck to your body. No need to worry. I've just cleared out the last of them.
Isn't that kinda like having part of a ghost come back with you?
It's nothing as serious as that. If left unattended, the most it could do is stir up some chaos in your mind.
Well, in that case, better to get rid of them.
It was nothing. Shilonen, let's follow your proposal. Once you've brought Auroron back...
The Lord of the Night? But don't we need to talk to the Wyab of the tribe?
Something this important is beyond their jurisdiction. Only the Lord of the Night can decide whether we can grant an ancient name to... The Lord of the Night is an ancient entity that rules over the entire Night Kingdom.
Oh, so you're basically saying it's even more powerful than the Wyab of the tribes.
Not exactly. It's not so much that one's more powerful than the other. Just listen carefully to what I'm about to tell you. The Lord of the Night is currently in a deep slumber, and we can only communicate with its consciousness while in a trance. In other words, in a dream. But I will need to prepare a few more things if we are to hold a ceremony to achieve the state of the trance.
I can go. It'll probably be a long list, so better leave it to someone who knows all the local vendors.
Sounds good. Then we'll go with St. Lolly to track down Auroron.
Phew, the Fatui are nothing to scoff at, so please, be careful during your investigation.
Yep, we'll be sure to play it safe.
All right, now it's time for us to catch that brat and bring him back. Oh, I'm sorry I made you wait earlier. It was actually because I decided to swing by Auroron's place to look for clues. He has always lived alone, and I found a broken jar in his house. There was also something off about his phlogiston aphids, which I assume is because their keeper has been gone for quite some time. And interestingly enough, I saw some slash marks in the house that did not match any of our local weapons.
Oh, sounds like the Fatui broke into his house and took him hostage.
But why would they kidnap a kid who just spends his days living in the country and raising aphids? He's only in his 20s. What would they want with him? That's not to say that I believe he's totally innocent, of course, since he's the only one who was kidnapped out of... In any case, we'll get to the bottom of this once we manage to get him back. I'm truly sorry to put you two through all this trouble with me.
You can count on us.
All right.
We go!
Ad Astra.
Thank you for